What's happening? How we doing? Long time no see once again. Right, so I'm doing one of these video sort of like update things where you just say, what's going on in my life? I am doing this, I'm working towards this, etc. Because I haven't done one for a while. But truth be told, I never really have any content to post. Like, I do this as a Dear Diary, and then I can never be arsed posting. And then it's one of them, if I don't post, then I go an extended period of time without doing anything. But I will try and inform you with what is latest in the life of Jake Newnham. Got to note though, some of these views are quite sick. Like, I'm on the boundary between North Yorkshire and West Yorkshire, and it's very scenic. So, it is the start of March, 5th of March 2025. So what am I doing? Right, so I am in Wetherby at the moment, which is like northeast of Leeds, on the West Yorkshire, North Yorkshire boundary. So I am sort of in between housing situations at the moment. So my girlfriend's got a house up here, so the idea is eventually move in with her there. So that's like next steps, which is very different to sort of life I've sort of led the last like 4 years of having this channel, and like last 7 years of my life anyway. So that's been the last year or so has been really good in them respects. Mental. I've even got a dog I can walk every day. So, you know me, I like my exercise. A dog is a vehicle to do exercise and burn calories and whatnot. Yeah, so I am teaching in a school in Leeds. I'm covering a maternity position, which is essentially a 1-year contract. So I've just been working full time since January. So I've been able to start my ECT, which is my early career training. Yeah, so that's going okay. Still don't really know what's going on with it half the time, but as we think, once you qualify, it's just red tape to say you are able to teach in schools in England, and I'm a good enough teacher to work in a school, which, to be honest, you'd like to hope you are when you've dedicated X amount of years to studying the last few years. What else is new? So I am at the end of half term after Easter, I will be going back onto supply 2 days a week and then teaching my job 3 days a week. So there's that sort of uncertainty of like working full time, but we do not worry because I can go and work at one of my old schools that I was on supply at. I think they'll take me back in a sense. Driving, I am going to buy a car soon and learn to drive in the car with my girlfriend. She's a good driver. She can teach me how to drive. So I'll save money on lessons there. I want to go travelling sort of in summer. I say travelling, it's more like a holiday. So I get 6 weeks off. So I will have a decent amount of time to travel. But because I've still got like my second job, which is my coaching in the half terms, I'm going to try and do maybe a few weeks of that. Like 2 weeks of coaching is probably like 400 quid or something, £400. So I could do 2 weeks of that, 800-ish pounds, and then just go away. Because like teacher wage is decent, but when you factor in all the other things like tax, student loans and everything else, you don't really, you can save a bit, but not an awful lot. I mean, I remember when I started this channel and I said, when I finish university and go travelling, I want to have £20,000 saved. My £10,000 is my buffer. Like 4 years later, and I've got nowhere near 10 grand, so it is a work in progress. Yeah, I mean, the gym, it's going all right. I mean, I'm on upper lower splits at the moment, and I'm trying to go 3 days a week, 2 uppers, 1 lower. But some weeks I'll only do 1 upper. Some weeks I don't even get a lower session in. So really it's between 1 and 3, usually 2, but we're aiming for 3. So that's okay. I did sign up to play football a while ago. I've only played once in the past 6 weeks, which isn't great, but I think I just need that one kick about to just get it out of my system, like actually enjoy the exercising. Because I used to play a lot of football, love football, but at the same time, there's just not that many opportunities, and it's just finding the bloody time. Because weekends, I am busy, like usually, gymming, out with a girlfriend, the horse's yard, there's walking the dog, there's various other things I do. So I never really have that much time to really do other stuff. I mean, there's always time. Like, I get in from work most days between 4:30 and 5:30, depending on if I've got after school clubs. More so 5:30, and then I'll come in, I'll walk the dog for half an hour, 40 minutes, get in, and it's like 6:15. And then after that point, I'll go to the shop or something, or if I've already been in the shop, 6:30, 7. And then after that, in a name or two, I just want to chill for like 2 hours before bed, because I'm usually in bed for 9 o'clock, sleep for 9:30, so, and then up at 5:45. So I think adjusting to full-time teacher life, I think in terms of fitting the gym and other stuff in, has been a bit of a struggle. But I need to factor in that, like, I will get used to it over time. I will develop some sort of routine. Although being at my girlfriend's house in Wetherby compared to my Chocker gaff, which I have mentioned in Headingley, where it's rammed full of students all the time, and I've got about 10 people living in my 6-bed house, which is actually a 3-bed house, is manic, and I did feel a bit trapped in there. But life's pretty good. I'm quite happy. If and when I go away in summer, I will try and like vlog stuff in the form like I used to with my travel stuff. But at the same time, I am going to be with my girlfriend, and I'm not going to be like, where's my girlfriend in the video, because I don't think she really wants that. And to be honest, it's much easier if she isn't, due to the fact that we both work in the education sector and whatnot. The videos for about the 3 people that actually still watch these have been very infrequent over the years, but as I've gone into like the teaching profession, I've got to be very careful about what I can say and what I can post. I think there's a dog behind me. Sound. I've got to be very careful about what I can say and what I can post. I will pick up in a minute. And we're back. Yeah, so like I was saying, it's very limited on what I can actually post about myself. It's weird in the sense you've got to keep it professional, which is something I try to uphold the most in schools, because obviously like your professional persona, which I sort of pride myself on, how you actually are very different. But then again, some of the videos I've made over the years, like post lockdown, after like sort of when this channel sort of started in 2021, where you couldn't really do anything for all of 2020, half of 2021. Then I had like festivals, holidays, travel, bodybuilding stuff. That's been a bit manic. Like, I think, you know about like Instagram and social media, you post sort of like all you see is like the highlights. I mean, the YouTube channel was a bit like that, in a long form, not long-winded, long form content. I mean, I remember the days when I used to post gym stuff all the time, but then it sort of turned around and someone said, you can't really have that stuff on, blah, 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 blah. So, yeah, less than ideal. I mean, I've got to understand, I got a job in education. I want to be the best PE teacher I can be. I'm not a personal trainer. I'm not trying to sign up clients. I've got no interest in PTing anyone. So it's essentially sort of pointless and counterproductive to be posting stuff like that, even though the gym's still one of my favourite things for me to do. I would say though, like, I've had really good patterns of hitting the gym, and it's sort of like bane of my life when I've had nothing going on. So essentially, when I come back from travelling, between that May and September, I didn't have a lot going on. When I finished my degree, you know, trying to get a job just over summer before, or like while schools were closed over summer and stuff, like, I didn't really have anything to do, hence probably having the time for the bodybuilding and whatnot. But the truth be told, I'm so busy all the time. Like, I don't really have time to bash gym, but I'm not really that bothered because, like, life's amazing. Like, I'm in a position, financially, not bad, financially getting there, but I mean, like, every other sort of realm of life, like, I'm far exceeding. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm a first year teacher at 28. Wouldn't have been better if it was like 5 or 6 years ago. But then I look at the sort of person I was then, and probably not. But I don't know, like, it's weird. You meet the right person, sort of makes you want to grow as an individual, you know, work towards, obviously I always want to work towards being a better person and having a positive impact, hence the sort of career choice of mine. But I don't know, being with my girlfriend just makes me want to grow into an even better person. And if you put your mind to something, you can achieve anything. That, like, positive mental attitude, that's definitely a recurring theme on the channel. I call it a channel, but I feel like it's just me. I waffle to myself, upload it every like 3 to 4 months, and then, like, I don't know, it's there, innit? Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to wrap up here. Life's good. Life's changed an awful lot, and I will probably put snippets of what the crack is around here at some point, but Weatherby's lovely. My adopted dog, fostered dog, I don't even know what you call it. My girlfriend's dog, but I want to part own it. So if there's a legal way around that, I will be doing that. But I will introduce you to parts of the life and what I actually get up to within reason, because I feel like seeing the dog, even seeing the stable, today is just something different, innit? I have to ask my girlfriend and that, but if I get the approval, insight into the life, the busy life that never stops. In a bit.